This video on self-sabotage is not only going to help you with your body and your lifestyle goals, but it's really going to help you look into other parts of your life as well. Perhaps it's your career or your relationships. And we're going to look into why we do self-sabotage sometimes without even realizing it. And I'm going to give you my 7 reasons as to why I believe that is. So, number 1. We all have a big desire these days for instant gratification. And it's called the now generation. So it's very hard for us to wait for anything, as it's no longer the norm to need to wait for anything. So everything's fast paced, everything is instant results, and this is what we've become accustomed to with social media, technology, ASOS, Deliveroo, Amazon. You know, you don't have to wait for anything really for more than 24 hours if you're willing to pay for the extra delivery charge. However, there are still some things in life that require patience, and our health journey is definitely one of them. And this is just one of the reasons why I absolutely love nutrition, because no matter how much money you have, no matter how much time you have, we are all human beings. And you know, you can't order a next day delivery perfect body. You cannot have perfect abs as quick as you can have your Deliveroo. And we cannot automatically download nutritional knowledge to ensure that we have the perfect health choices. We have to put some work into it. We have to put some patience, and it all requires that old-fashioned hard work. This is why I created Food Fitness Focus, to really provide you with the tools to access the right mindset, the right knowledge, and the accountability to finally achieve your body, health, and lifestyle goals. But instant gratification shouldn't be a reason to self-sabotage. So many things will be instant to us, like we've said, but persevere with the ones that aren't, because when you actually get to your goal, that is going to be so much more of a greater feeling of reward than when you got your next day delivery parcel, which you didn't even really have to do anything for. The second reason is basing results of the future on what hasn't worked or what has failed in the past. So it's never worked before, it's not going to work again. You've heard me say it many times, and I'm going to say it again. It is a science. I will repeat. It is a science. Your body, your goals, what you want to achieve is based purely on science. And yes, everyone has a slightly different plan because you are individual humans, but no one is a unique snowflake whose body does not respond to a calorie deficit and resistance training stimulus. Everyone in this group, as far as I'm aware, is a human being. So I can 100% guarantee you that this will work if you adhere to it. So in the past, you couldn't have a 100% guarantee that the things you tried might have worked because it wasn't based on science. This is based on science. You are a human being. This is not something I have invented. This is just something I'm passing on to you because I know that it works. So basing future results on past failures is kind of illogical based on that premise, because this is purely scientific. So don't let that be a reason why you're going to self-sabotage. Then my third one, and this is a big one. Cognitive dissonance. So this is something that I learned back in my A-levels 10 years ago when I was doing psychology. And it's something that really stuck with me. You may think that you're undeserving of the best possible health or happiness or success or results. And this may be because you don't actually love yourself or even like yourself enough to actually warrant getting those results. Now, this could be subconscious or it could be conscious. Either way, cognitive dissonance helps us to understand this. So this theory is that if we believe something so strongly enough, our actions will mold into those beliefs rather than the other way round. So let's just take the example that if we feel that something has taken a lot of our time and effort, we will convince ourselves that it was worth the time because we have to in order to be satisfied with what we've just done. We don't want to think that we've wasted our time. It's the same as if we have spent loads and loads of money on something. Let's say you bought a handbag that you loved and you spent a lot of money on it. You've convinced yourself that it's worth it. And then when you get home, if someone says to you, but actually it says that it's going to disintegrate in 2 weeks, you'll still convince yourself that you made the right decision because you have to, because otherwise it's going to make you feel really bad that you've wasted your money. Even if in an alternate scenario where we just contemplated spending the money, we may not have thought it was worth it, but now that you have spent the money and you've committed to it, your actions and your thoughts mold into one. It's the same with ourselves and our bodies and our results. If we are absolutely convinced, whether consciously or subconsciously, that we are unworthy and we dislike ourselves, our actions will fall in line with that. We won't invest time into ourselves because it's a waste of time, and we won't invest energy into ourselves because we are not worth it, and we won't invest money into ourselves because, again, we're not worth it. It can all be very subconscious if we don't make an effort to stop and think about it and delve a little deeper. Just another example on that to really hit home. It's like if you have an employee who you feel like is wasting your time, is a no-hoper, is not going anywhere, and is draining all your resource and income. You're not going to then invest time into them because they're a waste of your time. Let's take your best employee. So this person, you think they're great, they're going places, they're going to smash it, they're going to be promoted, and it's going to look good on you and it's going to look good on them. Or it's your own business and you want to develop them because you want them to be doing well and you want them to be successful and you want them to earn themselves money and you money. It's the same for yourself. If you see yourself as worthless, then you don't want to invest time into yourself, because what's the point? You're one of those crappy employees. If you think you're amazing and you're going to do well and you're going to smash it and you're going to excel in your career and you're going to excel in your goals, then you're going to invest time, money, energy, effort into yourself because you're worth it and you can see the return. Fourth reason is control and familiarity. This is a human need. We all love it. We all love that certainty. We want to have control. We want to have familiarity. It feels better, again, maybe subconsciously, to control, maintain, and understand your own failure rather than face the possibility of it coming out of nowhere, slapping you in the face like a big shock and causing devastation internally. So, just like misery loves company, so does failure love certainty. Next one is excuses. It's always nice to have a little fallback excuse. Of course I didn't lose weight. I didn't have time to commit to the program. Of course I didn't exercise. I didn't have a gym membership. Whilst these reasons may be true, they are more on a surface level and much easier to digest and swallow than digging a little deeper and cutting into the real reasons that are a bit deeper and that we know deep down to be true. Of course I didn't lose weight. I'm not worthy of positive change. Of course I didn't exercise. I'm incapable of motivating myself. So have a think about that one, because the excuses are often the obstacle to our success and the reason for our self-sabotage. Now, the final one, again, I'll leave you to ponder this one, is fear. But fear of what? And this is different for everybody. So it may be fear of failure. It may be fear of success. It may be fear of the general unknown. And only you know what that fear is going to be. And maybe you don't know already, but I'm going to help you understand how to identify it. You really have to let yourself get there and help yourself identify it without getting distracted with the next shiny thing. Now, most people think of self-sabotage as a fear of succeeding, but deep down, it isn't really a fear of ambition, results, or success. It's a fear of trying your best, not succeeding, of being personally let down, rejected, embarrassed, and really just a realization that your best at this point might not be good enough. So what do you do next? After this video, I want you to go and watch it again. Please do that. Don't do anything else before you do so, because it is an intense subject and I want you to have that light bulb moment that you need. So each time, even if you watched it 3 times, you would hear me say something different and you would digest it in a different way so that you can really get to the bottom of why it is that you would self-sabotage. Then I want you to make a note of which one of these points really resonates with you the most and write it down as a statement. Then I want you to write the word why 6 times on a piece of paper. And then go through and ask yourself each of these questions. So if it was starting with fear, why? Then ask yourself why, and ask yourself why 6 times. And each why will take you that little bit deeper into the reason, and by the time you get to the end, you will have a much clearer vision as to the chink in your armour of self-sabotage. Now, I'll tell you what won't get you results. Watching the video and doing nothing. Or watching this video, thinking that you'll do it later, and then going to get some food. Or watching this video, getting a bit overwhelmed, half thinking about doing it, half thinking about which one it is, but then turning it off and doing something else. Or doing it, getting to 2 whys down and thinking, this isn't going to help, I'm not doing this, and going to do something else. All of the above is simply putting off the problems, not getting stuck into your own emotions or obstacles, and more reinforcement of mediocre results or self-sabotage. So don't be that person. So I will repeat. Go and watch this video again. Make a note of which one resonates with you the most. Write down why 6 times on a piece of paper. Go through each why and ask yourself the question and be truly honest with your answer. And then let me know in the Facebook group, send me a message, send me an email, and let me know what revelations you had. Because I promise you, if you do it properly, you go through those 6 whys, you will have a revelation and you'll really learn something about yourself. So enjoy and spend a bit of time on yourself because you are worthy of that. And like I said, I promise you, you will benefit from it.